Today, I want to speak to all of you who get stuck in a cycle of thinking you have to choose one thing or the other. Let's say working too hard and making money and spending time with the family. Let's dive into what exactly is going on behind these programs, because you will see that it shows up in more ways than you would think. And it's something that's very deep. It's very much part of our upbringing, part of our culture, and it absolutely can be overcome. So let's get into what this may look like in your life and how you can sidetrack it so that you can have everything. All right, let's get started. Hey friend, welcome to Deep Healing for Creative Entrepreneurs. My name is Aubrey Barr, and I am a subconscious release technique practitioner and photography business owner. I know you are sick of ending your day feeling overwhelmed and exhausted, and you are seeking a solution to help you feel creatively inspired and actively engaged in your business as well as personal life. In this podcast, we are going to dig into any limiting beliefs or subconscious programs that are keeping you in a space filled with anxiety and stress. This work is not a temporary solution for your life. No, this is a complete transformation. So grab your coffee or tea and let's start you on the road to healing. And let me just say, you can do this, you are worth it, and you are meant to thrive in life and business. So let's dig in. Wow, I cannot even believe that we are recording episode 64. I have learned and grown so much with you guys, and I have so many of you that found me in the beginning and are continuing to listen, and so many that have also joined my course. I just feel so abundant and so wealthy with relationships right now. It's an amazing place to be at. But I wanted to read a review I got on the podcast just yesterday. It's 5 stars. It says refreshing and mind-opening. And this is from Anna. Compared to other business-related podcasts, this podcast has such a refreshing take on how to help creative entrepreneurs succeed through a deeper, more internal approach. Episode 58 was also mind-opening. I had not thought of intuition the way Aubrey described it and could now understand its importance better for personal and business health. I absolutely love reading these reviews because it reminds me to stay on topic, to stay on track, to keep sharing what I love and my insight with you guys. I know that so many of you find it so helpful, and I've already gotten so many reviews, but if you haven't had a chance to write a review on Apple, that would be amazing. I love reading them, and I might just share it with everybody else, so who knows. Okay, so let's dive in a bit to today. I am really excited about this because it's something that I had to learn through trial and error, as so many things in life. I could not learn this from other people. I had to really dig my feet in the ground to recognize that I am so worthy of having good things without having to sacrifice any of my goals or my dreams. So what exactly does this mean? Well, some of you may be listening to this and it may be resonating with you a bit, but you're not really realizing how deeply this goes. It is absolutely insane how deep it is. Let's think about a couple of sayings you may have heard, like you can't have the cake and eat it too, right? You can't have your cake and eat it too, right? So like you either work hard and make a lot of money, but not be able to have relationships that are outside of that, like let's say with your family. We see this a lot with people, especially in Hollywood, right? Like all the movies, all our entertainment, it's like the story is, this woman, she works her butt off, and what happens? She's sacrifice then family and the ability to have kids, right? Because now she's older, and it's like this whole idea that you choose and you end up with the short end of the stick, right? So I find that a lot of times we get that stuck in our head so much that we will not even try for bigger goals. So a lot of, let's say, moms out there, say you have a family and you just love your family, but you definitely feel this pull to work more on your business. Maybe you're only doing your business on the side, like in random times when the kids are at school, or, you have a babysitter or whatever. And that's totally fine. But to set yourself up to not also be able to make a lot of income from that type of work is part of the mindset. It's your mind telling you, well, you've chosen to have a family, so therefore you're not going to be able to also make money. So I see this a lot. It comes up so much. And actually, I'm thinking entertainment now. And so I remember when I was a kid, there was the movie Baby Boom. It had Diane Keaton, and she was like the successful business lady, and she's making a lot of money and she's living her best life, but she doesn't have a family and she doesn't have a kid, So she ends up with a baby, and I can't remember how exactly, but there's just a series of crazy events that she's having to juggle this really high intense job with obviously having a 1-year-old, which is also intense. And I mean, it does have a good ending, but the whole movie's about that juggle. It's like you have one or the other. And she did end up having to leave the company. She did something else for herself, which is amazing in the end. But I'm just saying, like, in general, that struggle was there. That struggle is always there. And when you see Hollywood, it often brings out the things that we're already thinking, and sometimes tries to make us think even more that we're unable to have both, like the best of both worlds. There's another saying too. So also in The Devil Wears Prada, like, she was this like meek person. She had a lovely boyfriend. She goes to work for the crazy lady, and that's where she wanted to be. That's the space she wanted to be able to grow into. And she does end up growing into it. But what happens? She loses her relationships, right? So it's like this whole idea that we get to have one or the other. And apply this to anything in your life. It could be with relationships. It could be with business. Exactly. I have been here with business, definitely. But once I started to realize that we weren't put here to suffer in that extent, we are here so that we can learn and grow and be able to live our life to our fullest, which means that we're able to have things. We're able to live a joyful life. It's moving past these traumas that are really the bigger part. But we're going to talk a little bit today about those specific programs that I've seen that are super relatable to everybody that has feeling that they have to choose between one thing or the other. So the first one is This or That. That's a program. The other one is I Can't Have Both. Right? Because that's like a whole way of thinking. And then there's also You Can't Have Your Cake and Eat It Too. That's another program. So we're going to go ahead and as a group, we're going to go ahead and clear these. So remember, if you're driving, it's probably not a great idea to do it, but I mean, you can pretty much do it while you're doing anything else, dishes, even if you're just chilling on your bed right now. But I know most of us listen to podcasts while we're actually doing other things. So just keep that in mind, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you haven't done any of these with me before, all you really need to do is follow along. You will go ahead and take a breath in when I ask you to, and you're going to hold that breath. I'm going to say a statement. You'll just think the statement, and when you're done thinking it, you're going to go ahead and blow the breath out. So you're not going to be doing any talking. I'll do all the talking as usual, and you just get to do the releases, okay? So it's not going to take much time, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, so go ahead and breathe in and hold. I release all anger with this or that. Good. Breathe it out. Breathe in and hold. I release all envy with this or that. Good. Breathe in and hold. I release all pain with this or that. Good. Breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with compassion with this or that. Good job. Breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with organization with this or that. Breathe in and hold. I release all annoyance with can't have both. Good. Breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with faith with can't have both. Breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with trust with can't have both. Good. Breathe in and hold. I release all positive and negative emotional blocks with too many choices. Good. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release all anxiety with you can't have your cake and eat it too. Breathe in and hold. I release all guilt with you can't have your cake and eat it too. Good. You're doing great. Breathe in and hold. I release all hopelessness with you can't have your cake and eat it too. Good. Breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with calm with you can't have your cake and eat it too. Oh, so good. Okay, breathe in and out. Then go ahead and take a nice big deep breath and hold. I am so happy and thankful. I am open to receiving more than I can imagine in all areas of my life. Good. Go ahead and breathe that out. So many shifts with this one, you guys. This is such an important thing to look at in your own life. So I'm glad I got to share this with you today, and I really hope that you felt those being able to be released from your subconscious and from your body in areas where they have been trapped. Allow that to settle. It may take a couple days. Make sure you drink your water, and definitely come back to writing out maybe some things that you have been misled about what you get to choose and why you have to choose something at all. Because sometimes it doesn't make much sense, right? We just have to really dig in and see what's going on there. And don't be afraid to unveil some hidden false beliefs, because that's the best way for us to be able to grow, is to be able to reveal those and overcome them. So I really hope this got you moving in that direction today. Let me know if that resonated with you. Also, be sure to leave a review if you haven't. And I will add the link to the course to schedule a call with me, Deep Healing for the Creative Soul, in the show notes. We are running another cohort in August, and it's just been incredible to see and hear reviews from people and to see the weekly sessions, how much they mean to the group and how much growth they've had. We had one yesterday, and it's just a beautiful thing. It really is. So I hope you guys will join us if that speaks to you, and have a wonderful weekend, you guys. I hope this podcast spoke to you in some way. If it did, please go ahead and leave me a review and subscribe so that I know you're enjoying what you hear. And further, if you know somebody else who owns their own creative business and struggles with anything that we spoke about, please pass this on, because it is my hope that we will be able to build a community of like-minded individuals who love on each other and appreciate the many facets that make our creative business so unique. And lastly, check out the show notes to find my free Facebook community and other useful links to work with me. All right, friend, see you soon.